Yes, sir. Thought that was a bite. But that one's going to be too small. Ow, you little peckerhead. Too small. Welcome to Slot Lake City. Too small to weigh in, but still fun. Thank you. Damn, I love that. That's just fun stuff. Oh, there's a fish right there. Got it. Another little rat. Look at that thing. Whew. I am the dink master. Too bad you're not 3 times as big. But oh well, I got paid already, so thank you. Well, that was another little rat. Too small to weigh in on a big fish deal, but still fun to catch. And you know, on this lake, if you're fishing for 5 fish, that'll help you bag if you didn't have any. So yeah, it's part of it. Welcome to Lake Fork. Now, let's get some more. You just don't know because you couldn't. See that? I was like a ninja. Whoa, just deflected it. Ninja. Mo the ninja. That's right. Lightning fast. Those fish catches. But if not, oh well. Hate GoPro. Might have to get a different one. So, a couple things to note. It's 2 o'clock on Sunday of the Berkley Big Bass event. And it's been brutal. Yesterday, front blowed through. We had 30-mile-an-hour winds all day. Lake fish small because everybody getting in and out of the wind. Didn't get anything on camera because of it being so windy. Didn't weigh anything in at the tournament neither because it's a slot lake, and the ones that I was catching here at Lake Fork, biggest one that was under was 14 and a half. That wasn't really worth driving all the way around the lake for, in my opinion, to see if I could maybe get lucky, because it typically takes a 15 incher or 15 and a half incher, 2-pounder. There's no way that that was going to be 2 pounds. Caught a buttload of those. And then caught a few slot fish, biggest one being 22 inches. Can't weigh that in, obviously, because it's in the slot. Slot here in Lake Fork, 16 to 24. So anything over 16, anything under 24, you got to put it back in the drink. So just kind of be mindful of that. If you do not follow those rules and you do take one in, they'll ask you to make a $400 donation to the fish fund. And yes, they stand right there and watch your fish get going, put across the ruler. And yeah, that's an expensive fish. So don't take the gamble. If it's 16 or 1/32 of an inch over, don't risk it. It's going to be an expensive fish for nothing. So just be mindful of that. I'm going to have me a little snack here out of my reusable apple juice of 1 gallon from Costco. I fill this bad boy up full of water, freeze it the night before, and as it thaws out, I have cold water. And then what I also like to do as a snack is have a Fig Newton. So y'all stay tuned here. We're going to go over the tackle that we use here at Berkley. and some locations. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have a snack real quick. Okay, so Berkley Tournament means you got to use Berkley baits, and a lot of people don't like their hard baits. They don't make a jig. They make some pretty good plastics, like the power worm, that kind of stuff. They may have that power bait scent, and then they have a Mac scent. But you know, everybody's got an opinion on what baits they use, and so be it. But this is a Berkley tournament. You got to fish Berkley baits. So for me today, I had a Berkley popper right here. It's actually called a bullet pop, and this is the 60 series, which is a smaller one. And as you can tell right there, the hooks are pretty sharp. And this color is kind of clear with a blue front on it and a feather on the hook. I was throwing that first thing this morning, right when the sun was coming up. Now that's why there's no footage of it. That fish came in 3 feet of water in some grass, and it weighed 2.34 pounds, and I ran all the way to the other side of the lake to weigh it in, and it got me second place. So you know, I got a few $100 in my hip pocket for that, so I basically paid for my entry fees and all my fuel and stuff. So I like it when I can recover my cost on entry fees at minimum. But I threw this on a Bass Pro Shops Carbon Light 2 series. It's a medium action fast, model number JCT 70MTF. Lose 7.5 to 1 with Gamma copolymer green 12-pound line. It's a nice setup. It's got some good parabolic action here. It's not overly bendy, but still you can get your fish in the boat, and that's really all that matters. And it helps you not overpower when you're twitching. So that was one of the winning baits. I had that in that color and in bone. Bone was the key yesterday in the location I was fishing yesterday, but that ghost minnow, I think is what it's called, was the key today. Other techniques that I was doing, Berkley makes what's called a fusion shaky head. That's it right there. Yes, it's off. The worm is off, but that's a bottom hopper. It's an 1/8 of an ounce. I believe that's a 3/0 hook that comes in it. Berkley actually has a nice little keeper right there for your worm to sit on. That's why this one's kind of tore up, because I've been setting the hook on some rats. But at the end of the day, it's a nice little keeper, and it's a strong, sharp, very prickly hook. No complaints there. And like I said, an 1/8 of an ounce, the 6-inch bottom hopper, and I was throwing that on a Falcon lowrider, LFC-610, medium heavy, and it's a finesse jig rod, according to the little telltale label right there. It's their finesse jig rod. I love the cork handle, and for $129, I think that's what these are selling now. They're pretty badass rods. And then a die with the Tula Real TWS, and then fluorocarbon, 15-pound fluorocarbon, believe it or not, here at Lake Fork. Flipping and pitching all these docks, you got to have it. And in the grass, if they wrap you up in the lily pads or whatever, you need some beef to get them out, and that rod would do it. And then I also was using their Fluke, mainly in white, and then I break out my magic markers to paint the white one, and then ran that on a Lew's custom speed stick LSPS, which is basically their weightless Cinco Fluke wacky worm rod, and then the Lew's custom XP reel. So again, just jerking and twitching, with the little swivel and the hook. This thing's got plenty of weight to dart down below. I threw a Chapo till I was tired of throwing a Chapo. Didn't really catch any fish on it that would weigh. I did catch a few, but nothing spectacular on the small ones. And then you know, it was just a lot of rinse and repeat. So hope that helps you out on how we